Hey, Kings of Dragons, Dragon King 551 here, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the bye week as much as I am, so we don't have to worry about Michigan this week, and I'm very happy at a 6-0 record. Now, do I think Michigan could fall in the AP rankings? Maybe, but I think they'll probably sit where they are, sit tight at 8 right now, and then they'll play Northwestern next week. So this video is all going to be about the last 6 games, but I just want to bring out an important fact for Michigan. So, with that being said, Michigan has basically played a bloody water version because Michigan has to play 6 red teams. They've already played 3: Rutgers, Wisconsin, Nebraska. The next 3 are Indiana, Maryland, and Ohio State. Michigan has to play 6 games, beat the red rush, beat the blood in the water, basically. And that's going to be interesting. Can Michigan beat all the red teams? Because so far, they've given us slight difficulty, Rutgers and Nebraska. But I hope you enjoy the bye week because I'm really happy and I'm looking forward to Michigan these next couple of games. I'm going to talk about these last 6 games and why I think Michigan can do it. And let's run through this gauntlet. So next week, Northwestern versus Michigan. This game is a win for Michigan. Why? Because they have a rushing problem, Northwestern. They've allowed 100 or more rushing yards. And what does Michigan have? Great running offense. When they have a great running offense, it opens up the passing game. When the passing game opens up, everything clicks. And together, they will win games. Now, their defense is really good too. So Northwestern is going to have problems. And I just watched the Rutgers Northwestern game today, and I just did not see Northwestern be that great of a team. They only scored 2 touchdowns more than Rutgers. 21-7 was the final score, and that's not very solid in a team. Yeah, they got the win, but you don't look like a strong team to me. If you're playing a top 10 caliber team, you're going to get beat or shredded by those teams. So I just don't think that seems plausible. Now, the crazy game. You want a scary game? I'll give you a scary game. Michigan versus Michigan State and East Landing on Halloween weekend. This is a win for Michigan because Michigan State, like I said previously, have rushing and passing problems. They've allowed 100 or more rushing yards on the ground. They've allowed 100 or more passing yards through the air. Why is this a problem? Because when Michigan has a good blocking team and they do it well. Now, yes, Michigan State is 7-0. They are undefeated. I do not discredit them this far. They have done well. However, my problem is that Michigan looks like the stronger team because they have a stronger defense and stuff. And yeah, you're staying in games, but your stat line is looking worse than the game. I mean, yeah, I could be like a quarterback and I threw 5 interceptions in a game, right? And my completion percentage was 40%, but I got 300 passing yards and 3 TDs at the end of the game, but I threw more interceptions than touchdowns and my completion percentage was really bad. But we still won, right? That's great. But that doesn't make you a great quarterback or a good team because your stat line is terrible. I mean, yeah, you won against Indiana today, 20-15. That was a very close game, and you allowed 100 or more rushing yards. That's not going to win you games when you play against top teams or strong teams that are unranked and you don't know week to week. So, no, no, you're not going to win against Michigan. We want our Paul Bunyan trophy back, and I just don't see you guys winning that one. But we'll see what happens. Indiana versus Michigan. A win for Michigan. Why? Because when Indiana plays top teams, and Michigan is a top caliber team, ranked number 8 right now, they have a rushing and passing problem. They give up a lot of yardage, and that's going to be their downfall. And Michigan's defense is just awesome. They're gonna bring the heat. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now, this is where I believe we can get revenge on Penn State. They beat us 2 years in a row, and we're looking for payback. This game's going to be a whiteout. I have a prediction. It's not been released yet at a time of the game, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a whiteout. Michigan's looking for this. And when Penn State plays top teams or pretty strong teams like Auburn and freaking Iowa, they have a rushing problem. This is going to be where Michigan takes over, and I think they win. Michigan versus Maryland. Another problem, another top team problem. They have rushing problems. Michigan will win on the ground most of the game. That will open the passing game. And when the passing game opens, we score touchdowns, not field goals, and we win the ball game. So that's a win for Michigan. They will win. Go blue, as they will propel themselves to 11-0 is my prediction as they play the biggest threat throughout their whole entire season. Will this be the year? This can be the year. Will Michigan take down its final red blood team in the water? There's blood in this water, and Michigan is a hungry shark looking to take away Ohio State. We beat a 20-year-old record that's been up there for too long. Haven't beat Wisconsin in their stadium since 2001. Michigan had a 10-year record. We're looking for it, and we're looking hungry. You have a freshman quarterback. We have veteran players. I think Michigan's going to win this game in Ohio State. No, I'm sorry, in Michigan, in the big house. This is going to be our time. We're going to show them who's boss, and we're going to take them by the reins as they have young, unexperienced players, and that's my prediction. Now, Michigan obviously has struggles against scrambling quarterbacks. If you can put a middle linebacker on that man all day and keep him contained with QB spy, that quarterback is going to make innovative throws. He's going to throw picks. He's going to have his team punt. Michigan's going to win on special teams, offense, and defense. And that's how I think Michigan's going to clap. We're going to go to the college playoff. We're going to win the college playoff. We're going to win on the first national championships since 1997. Michigan's going to be back, baby. And that's my prediction. Because you know why? Bo Schembechler, when he was there, Michigan dominated with the rushing game. Michigan has a great rushing game right now. It looks like they're back to dominating. So let's see how well Michigan does, because I know my fan base of Michigan, we're going to win, and we're going to not stop until we get that ring. That's our year. This is our year, baby. We want a national championship in football. We want one in basketball. We want one all over the place, and Michigan will get one way or another. That is my prediction, because Michigan doesn't give up, and they refuse to lose. Michigan has a top 6 defense right now in the coaching poll, and I believe in the Big Ten overall, and the AP has ranked them as the 6th best defense right now. That is fantastic. Michigan's offense is the 8th best offense in the league right now. What do you do when you play a team? Now, let me just tell you right now, if Michigan can run the gauntlet and they can do this, I don't see Iowa getting into the college playoff. I may be wrong, but Iowa and Michigan do not play each other. So by doing that, Michigan has a higher chance at getting into the Big Ten championship game, winning that, getting into the college playoff, playing the semifinal, winning that, playing the national championship, and winning that. Either we get Bama or we get Georgia. Doesn't matter to me, as long as we play our hearts out and we win. But here is where it all lies. Now, people want to say, oh, the Big Ten is the toughest division, and it is. I really think the Big Ten division in college is the toughest division to play in for football and basketball. You got all these crazy teams, Illinois, Iowa, Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State. You got all these teams that are really good this year in football, and they'll probably be really good in basketball as well. Then you got you got the dominance effect and the stuff in like the SEC, where you already know who basically the top teams are. You got or the ACC. I think it's is it the ACC? Yeah, I think it's the ACC or whatever. Those other conferences, you got okay. The dominant ones are Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and whoever else sneaks in, Oklahoma or Oregon or one of those top teams. But I mean, that's what I think happens. Oklahoma, these teams sneak in, that team sneaks in. I think the four teams right now, if Michigan can continue, would be Georgia, Oklahoma, Bama, and Michigan. But Iowa is at the top. It's usually the top four teams. Iowa's number 2 right now. I think they will fall in the rankings soon, and Iowa will fall badly. They will lose one way or another. These are my thoughts on Michigan, and I hope you enjoyed. This is just my Michigan bye week and my predictions for the next 6 games. Now, yes, I'm talking about rushing and passing problems. I've looked through all their stat lines of each game that these teams have played. So you can also look them up. The teams that I just talked about: Penn State, Michigan State, Indiana, Maryland, Northwestern, and whoever else. Now, obviously, I have a question mark next to Ohio State that I have written down, is because right now I've looked at Ohio State, and so far, Michigan and both of them seem like they're both really good in the passing and rushing game. So it seems like it could be a nitty-gritty game. That's why I did not write down, oh, Ohio State has a rushing or a passing problem, because it seems like they don't right now because they're not giving up that much yardage. Now, these other teams are, yes, they're winning games, but when you're playing top teams like this, and you have Penn State has one blemish right now as they lost to Iowa. Michigan State has no blemishes. Northwestern has 3 blemishes on their record, and they have rushing problems. Indiana, I believe, is 2-4 right now or something. They have like 4 blemishes on their record, and Maryland is 4-2, which look like a really good team, but they also have 2 blemishes on their record, and they have rushing problems. Yeah, you can win games, but when you have rushing problems and you still win games, the other team is going to find a way to beat you overall. I don't care. Like I said, I could be a quarterback for the NFL, right? Hypothetically, and I throw 7 interceptions in that game, but I also throw 7 TDs. Now that's great, but my percentage and completion percentage and everything is going to be bad because, yeah, I threw 7 touchdowns, but I also threw 7 interceptions. So I threw a positive, but I also did a negative at the same time. So now, am I a good quarterback or am I a bad quarterback, or I'm just mediocre and an average quarterback? Because now my team and I, yeah, we won the game. We won, we won 35 to 17 or something. Let's say that's the score, right? That's great. But how many yards and stuff did our defense give up, and how much and how bad was our offensive performance? Yeah, I threw 7 takeaways. So we had 7 takeaways. Our offense gave away 7 interceptions to the opposing team. Then the opposing team, we only took one time away from them. So now they have better stat line than us, and yeah, we may have beat them by like a couple possessions, like 2 or 3 possessions, 35-17 or something, and close enough. And now you're telling me that, oh, yeah, we're still a good team, but we have to improve on that. And that's why these teams right here and right now, that's why I think Michigan can win these next 6 games, or 5 out of 6. We'll see what happens. Jim Harbaugh is a good coach. I trust him. So until next time, guys, don't forget to stay radical. I'll see you in the next one. And as they always say in the big house, go blue and go Michigan.